Do you like to garden? Hello, I'm Coach Lance Meyer of Grass Ministries, partner ministry with a City for God, and nobody's going to confuse me as being somebody with a green thumb. I better set these down before I hurt somebody. But if you come to our house, you will find beautiful gardens and beautiful plants all over around our house garden, even some inside, but certainly around the whole house. Beautiful, beautiful gardens. And yet, I really have done very little to build those gardens because my wife loves to garden and she does a lot of the gardening. I may help a little bit, which reminds me a lot like Adam. You know, he was given the job in the Garden of Eden to take care of the garden, and yet the waters just kind of sprang up. He didn't have to work hard in the perfect world he lived in. Or I shouldn't say it wasn't hard for him to work. It wasn't that he didn't work hard. But that's the amazing thing. And he received, anytime you work hard, you receive that inner joy, that inner peace that he would have certainly experienced without all the pain and toil of what we think of hard work today. It's appropriate that as we approach Labor Day that we do take time to recognize the gift of work. I've been very, very blessed. I mentioned, the beautiful gardens around our home, thanks to the work of my wife and God preserving all those seeds and animals. That's a whole amazing study of how little tiny seeds grow into big plants and how that all works. And again, God's amazing power and His goodness and love. But I also think, as somebody who has been on disability here for a while and still dealing with some issues, but able to live a very, very, very blessed life, I don't have to work. And yet, I will tell you this personally, like one of the hardest weeks for months really was that time around COVID where we were kind of just stuck in our homes. I remember, as a teacher, you always really look forward to like an Easter break, Christmas break, right? Other breaks. And I remember we had an Easter break. Well, I had kind of already been on a break for months, and sitting in the house was just absolute torture. That was one of the worst, that was a tough time for me. And it's kind of been a part of my life of just trying to get back to work, right? Because work gives you, as a man, and women too, but especially as a man, we have an inner urge, an inner desire to work. And when you take that away from a man, it really does affect your identity. We're going to talk more about God's gift of naming the animals and the work that went into that, and how God created Eve out of Adam tomorrow. But God bless you today as we look forward to Labor Day, and yes, celebrating maybe some time away from work, but also recognizing the blessing